Hi, Adwana. Thanks for your video. You did a great job of defining both the American Counseling Association Code of Ethics 2014 violations and also the violations in the state of North Carolina. I especially love the way that you talked about your faith and how that impacts the way that you want to love and serve your clients. And the work that I was looking at, Virginia, like North Carolina, seemed to have a prevalence of ethical violations that were connected to sexual and or romantic relationships with clients. So after listening to your post, I wanted to dig a little further into boundary issues that counselors might have with their clients. According to a study Jacob and others did in 2022, it was noted that even though the ACA Code of Ethics of 2014 and also state regulations are very clear, that more than 53% of the top 6 allegations were related to some type of sexual relationship or encounter. They went on to say that 72% of clinicians in their study reported to being sexually attracted to a client at some point or another in their career, and that their education really did not prepare them for what to do if that were to happen. It was also interesting to note that in the outside world, normal relationships have distinct elements of vulnerability and closeness, which is very similar to what we have in counseling. So just something to keep in mind. Jacob and others discussed the importance of being transparent with a colleague or supervisor to obtain the support that you need. Also discussed how hard that can be to admit something that is could be very shameful. Other suggestions were not to act on any attraction that you feel and not to disclose it to a client, balance your reaction and find ways to self-regulate through that, and above all else, again, seek supervision. If a client were to disclose sexual attraction to a counselor, they recommended being supportive but having solid boundaries and exploring the counselor's own reaction to the disclosure. It also bears consideration of what kind of supervisor you really want. So you want one that's definitely going to uphold the ethics that are outlined in the ACA Code of Ethics of 2014, and one that's willing to have difficult conversations and tell you what you really need to hear. Overall, it's really important to not hide it under the rug or pretend it away. It just needs to be addressed quickly and honestly with someone who will speak truth. The Bible is so clear in the word. It says in John 8:32 that the truth will set you free. And in that scripture, Jesus is talking about abiding in his word so that we don't live in sin. And it seems like the same is true in this type of situation. You know, the sooner we can get it out into the light, that God can really do some good stuff with it. So even though it's possible and statistically even probable that some type of ethical boundary issue could happen in counseling, being proactive to address it quickly and transparently is super important. Thank you very much. Have a great day.